going to Turkey for my surgery was 100% the worst experience of my life. When I talk about my surgery and the actual results, fantastic. But the whole experience was horrible. It was cold. It was, and I don't mean cold like that. I mean a cold emotionally. Yeah. I mean cold, I felt fucking very, very alone. I felt very scared. I am super happy with my results.
You won't go back.
have trauma.
You won't go back.
I will never go back to Turkey. Now, I'll tell you why I didn't feel good in this situation.
What is up, crew, and welcome to another episode of Spill the Tea with a Bo and a Kirsty.
Oh, you on?
I'm recording.
Oh, shit.
We are on. We're live, bitch. Let's go. Come on. All right, we're here. And today, so it's been a few really good episodes. If you've listened to the last few, absolutely amazing. And I went away to the monks, and now Kirsty's just had surgery. We're here in Austin, Texas. We were just seeing Joe Rogan the other day. That was amazing. Got to ask him a cool question about Australians.
Can I just say something on that? Bo got us in to Joe Rogan. Not only got us into Joe Rogan, which was a sold out event.
All events were sold out.
All events were sold out, but he got us on the guest list.
And I got him for free, and we got good seats.
Good seats.
And I got to ask Joe Rogan a question.
And he was on the guest list.
All because I wouldn't take no for an answer.
All because he wouldn't take no for an answer, guys. So can you please just remember that Bo the unicorn will always get what he wants, good or bad. He will always get what he wants and what he puts out there. And it's a simple thing of like looking at the tickets saying, okay, none available, to Bo going, not my fucking reality. I'm going to get in that room.
I reached out to Joe Rogan's comedy mothership, comedy club lounge, and I sent them a message. They got 1 million followers. I said, look, I'm a big fan. I come all the way from Australia and I'd love to come. And we had a chat, and they hooked us up with two free VIP guest list tickets.
Yes.
And Kirsty's like, fucking hell, you're good. And I said, yeah, well, how do you think I got you?
That's true.
Stayed persistent.
Fucking 7 years he tried.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so here today. We're here to talk about Kirsty's surgery. So she's currently, 2 weeks post-op, 3 weeks post-op, 360 lipo, breast explant, removed the fucking breast implants and got a lift and a reduction. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about that experience. So I pretty much came out of the monks, got home, fucking loved seeing my family, hung out with my family for a second, and then we're pretty much off.
2 days later.
2 days later, we're off to Turkey, packed up all our stuff, and we've been gone since from Dubai. Now, let's talk about why you got this surgery done. So what was the reason you wanted to get all this done, and tell me about the process, because there's a few times we had to pay for it and do it, and then we didn't, and then...
So I wanted to get an explant reduction and lift for a long time. My breast was so massive. I got my breast implants in 2019 and 2020. 21 was Harvey was born. So 2 years later...
Her tits did this. Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. And they were so heavy. They were so uncomfortable. I literally used to walk around with like holding onto my tits and just like taking the pressure off my neck and my shoulders. They were so horrible. Headaches. Neck strain. Couldn't run. It was they were just horrible. It also doesn't look nice in dresses and tops and all that kind of stuff. I didn't like the heaviness on my chest. So I was like, okay, cool. Now I've been in and out of talking to and I'd done so much research in Turkey, and I'd been talking to this company. I had a meeting with my surgeon back in like June, so a month after I came to Dubai, a month after we moved to Dubai, and back and forth, and then I was like, okay, yes, and then I did some more research, and I didn't want to, and it just went back and forth, and then I made the decision because Bo was going to be, I just made the decision that I was going to let Bo go in the monks and do...
You were going to let me go?
And do the surgery after. Because it was actually in August when I was meant to get the surgery done. But I pushed mine out, so I let you go. So don't be a smart ass. I'll let you go to the monks. to do that, and I pushed my surgery out for a month. So that's what I did there. Now, I tried to pay for the surgery multiple times. There was always a glitch, and I was like, man, maybe this is the universe. The Amex card, I couldn't use that link. Then I couldn't do the bank transfer. Then I tried something else, and there was just so many back and forth stuff that was putting me off, because I was like, is this the universe saying not to do it?
Especially because you hear so much bad shit in Turkey.
That's it. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, 100%, going to Turkey for my surgery was 100% the worst experience of my life. And that's the honest truth. When I talk about my surgery and the actual results, fantastic. But the whole experience was horrible. It was cold. It was, and I don't mean cold like that. I mean a cold emotionally. Yeah. I mean cold, I felt fucking very, very alone. I felt very scared. And this is one thing I tell my team, my clients, everything. No matter how good your actual product is or the service, people will never forget how you made them feel.
That's right.
Please remember that. People will never forget how you made them feel. So even though I've got the most incredible results that I could ever have asked for, I am super happy with my results.
You won't go back.
I have trauma.
You won't go back.
I will never go back to Turkey.
But
I have trauma
if you
around that.
Like, not as good results, but they treated you amazingly, you would go back.
Maybe. Don't know. But what I am saying is that...
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I definitely didn't... I didn't feel good. Now, I'll tell you why I didn't feel good in this situation. So first of all, we got into Turkey, and we went and stayed in a beautiful apartment, just me and my family. We went there a few days earlier. We were going to go to Caparico, if that's actually how you say it. I say Caparico. I think it's called something else, but I don't know. But we're going to go there. We just end up not having time and stuff. That's the whole reason why we went to Turkey earlier. I've got lots of friends that love Turkey. Where I went in Istanbul, I hated it. Their driving was awful. The people didn't speak English.
I thought Dubai's driving was bad.
I literally thought Fast and Furious, you know the movie Taken?
Yeah.
Fucking A. There's so many times that I felt I was going to get taken.
Everyone is yelling and smoking.
Everyone is yelling, smoking. They are gross. Like
taxi drivers smoking the car.
Everyone's angry, like so angry there. Yeah. So I didn't like the energy. I would be messaging, so I'm going to say where I got my surgery from, because I think it's important. I got it from Clinica. And I'll put that in there for you guys as well. When I was talking to the person, this must be the salesperson.
And this is like a huge following. A lot of celebrities and that have been there, right?
100%. And that's the problem, guys. It's influencer marketing. That's the problem. Influencer marketing do not get the same service as what someone like me does. So that's one thing I'm going to say.
True,
that's what I've understood. So when I was talking to the sales girl who I was working with, she was fantastic. She was attentive. She was really nice. I was talking to her since June. I booked in October or August or whatever,
and
September.
half the reason you went with them because she was so attentive.
That's exactly right.
Which is customer service.
And my surgeon, I got to meet him. Not many people will actually let you meet your surgeon to a Zoom meeting. And I know that from experience. I tried about 5 different companies. They said they couldn't have a meeting with my surgeon. I said, so you expect me to come and fly over and not have a meeting with my surgeon? This is too wild.
But that could mean higher standard, right? Like, we're the best of the best. If you want to come to us, then we'll treat you well. But these guys were desperate.
Maybe, but
and they needed people in.
I needed to have questions about my surgery because I wanted to.
Down to customer service.
I wanted to only have 360 lipo, and I didn't want to have a tummy tuck. And everyone else is telling me I need to have a tummy tuck. Can confirm I did not get a tummy tuck, and my results are fantastic. So I know my body as well. And the fact that I've had 3 kids, pushed them out, 3 kids, and no stretch marks, I think I'm pretty okay. So there was that. Then I got in there. It was me messaging them saying, "Hey, when am I getting picked up? When's the time?"
No communication.
All communication stopped, right? Then I was me chasing them. Then I finally got picked up. Then they said, okay, cool. They picked me up, and then we went to consultation to meet my surgeon.
You're just thrown in and out of vans. And the vans.
Hold up. Let me just talk about the whole thing. So then I went in and I had my consultation with my surgeon. Amazing. Felt a little bit, they asked me if I wanted to do, if they were okay to take photos and stuff for social media. What I didn't really feel comfortable with is it was a guy that was doing the photos. And I actually, going back now, I don't think it was okay, but I was naked, getting all of my stuff done and, before he was only taking photos when they put the red top on me and the underwear, but he was in the room the whole time I was naked getting examined, which I don't think he should have been in there. That's me personally now looking on that side of things. So I actually did feel uncomfortable. I should have said something, and usually I would, but I was you're in such a funny mind. You've got a lot of heightened emotions and stuff like that as well. So I don't think that was okay. That happened. Then they took me back to my hotel. I got set up there. Then it was the next day. It was surgery. So the woman that greeted me was also not the woman who took me into surgery. So someone else came and picked me up. Yeah. So now I have two people, all right? So I don't have that...
point of contact.
I don't have that nice connection to one person to help me through this.
Like a customer liaison officer.
Yeah, like... So... Just pause there. I've had surgery in Thailand where I got my boobs done. 5-star, fantastic, cannot fault them.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. I had like 5 doctors to me.
Make sure to have surgery again. It was such a good experience.
It was such a good experience for me. I had one person looking after me. Hold on, she came and checked on me every single day.
Top
the
5
nurses,
experiences of our life.
Yeah. It was the best experience of my life. So that good. Was. So then I go to hospital. Then my lady that originally had me, she then eventually shows up and she comes, she puts me in the room, my surgeon comes in and, does the measurements and stuff like that. Then I said goodbye to Bo, and then I went into surgery. Now, it's actually crazy because I'm actually feeling a little bit funny even telling this. Like I feel like I'm having a bit of anxiety actually telling this. I'm going back into this motion. So I get into the surgical room. There's no like holding your hand or like, 1, 2, 3, you're going to go to sleep or anything like that. I'm out. No comfort whatsoever.
Talking, no
talking.
Communication.
I literally woke up in my room fucking in a hell of a state. Now, again, I went into that room. They obviously just gave me the shit. Didn't say anything nice. Put me to sleep. Woke up. My body in full convulsions, full shaking. You can see the video on Instagram. It's on Instagram. And I'm... freezing, absolutely freezing, and I wake up to them saying, hello, you're out of surgery, operation's over. And that was about it of their language that they could speak.
Yeah, there's no English
the
in
English
Turkey.
is so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like absolutely shaking. I'm like, I'm freezing, and like I feel like my body's literally feeling freezing right now. Like I'm literally going back into this state, and my teeth were shattering. And Bo was like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Not at all." And he was like, "Fuck!" Like if Kirsty has said not at all, she's definitely not in a good state. So he went out there and said, look, she's not good, she's cold, blah, blah. They keep putting blankets on me. None of those like warm huggers that like my video's gone viral. 3.5 million video views on this video of mine. And everyone's like, oh, you get bear huggers and you get this warm stuff. I didn't have any of that. They just keep putting these blankets and stuff on me. Then I finally...
They just said it'll be okay, I'll be gone in an hour. I'm like...
That's it. It'll be okay, just basically go through it, you'll be gone in an hour. And nothing else. No nurse holding my hand. No one comforting me. Okay, yeah. No one telling me it's going to be okay. Like, I'm a pretty amazing, self-sufficient human being, but even the fucking hardest bitches need someone fucking holding your hand telling you it's going to be okay when you feel like you're going to die. And again, thank
Especially
God.
when you've got no communication of saying, hey, when you get out, you're going to feel like this, or you may feel like this. No communication, no support. You just feel like a number.
And I'm about to get into that of how much I felt like a number. I feel very blessed and fucking grateful that I have an incredible partner that's very good at acts of service, so he felt like God, was able to hold me and support me through that, and my amazing kids, because mentally I don't think I would have got through that. That was one of the hardest times.
Well, that and the breath, you said.
And the what?
Breath work.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But I'm talking about this. So that there happened, and then I finally sort of came out of it. I've never had major surgery apart from my breast implants, okay? I've never done anything like that. I was so swollen. My hands and my face, like I've got a chipmunk fucking face, and my hands were so massive, and my forearms, like I keep having to hold them up because they hurt so much. I never knew that I was going to have this retention or anything like that. Again, no one gave me any information of what you could experience, what could happen. You know, after surgery, you might feel this, nothing like that. Yeah. No information whatsoever. So I have no idea. then the nurse comes in, probably a few hours later. They bring your food in. I can't move. They put the food on this table ages away from me that I cannot move to get to, and not like get you up nicely, put your seat up, hey, here's your breakfast or lunch or dinner, whatever. None of that. I mean, lucky again, I had Bo with me because I had no support whatsoever from that hospital. And then, so that happened. Then one of the nurses came in. He said, you need to get up and go for a walk. Went for a walk. That was
so rough, eh?
That was so rough. And oh my God, going for your first walk after having that type of surgery and was horrible. I mean, I know I have to do it for blood clots and stuff like that, but that first walk, but they're just trying to move you fast. It's almost like you feel like you're an inconvenience to be
exactly
there.
Right.
That's how I felt. I felt like I was a pain in the ass, as an inconvenience to be there. The nurse comes in and he can't speak English, and he does his little voice thing on the recorder thing, translator. And he said to me, it's one thing to have a business or even the best product or service, but let's be real, when no-face Jackie32 jumps on Instagram throwing those nasty comments and you make it mean something about you, it doesn't matter how good your business is, you will crumble. That's why you need us.
Welcome to We Breathe Success, the ultimate experience for aspiring business owners, entrepreneurs, and coaches who are ready to break through to the next level.
Hi, I'm Kirsty Waddingham.
And I'm Bo Drury.
We're not just any mindset business mentorship. We are the world's best when it comes to mindset, breakthrough, and transformation.
Our approach combines breakthrough breathwork, powerful mindset techniques, manifestation, and strategic business coaching, setting you up for each week for success and action.
If you're truly serious about unlocking explosive growth, you're in the right place.
Success starts with one essential foundation, your mindset. Without it, even the best business strategies will fall apart.
That's why we go deeper than traditional coaching. We offer advanced biohacking and mindset reprogramming.
Your network is your net worth, and now you have access to ours. With all of this, success isn't just a possibility, it's your only option.
We're here to help you break through your old limits, step into extraordinary success, and create unstoppable momentum for growth. We cover it all: mindset, somatic strategy, community, and connection.
So are you ready to be the leader, visionary, and powerhouse that you were meant to be? Click the link below. Let's book a call.
All right, well, it's time to take out your little pee thing now, or do you want to be lazy and keep it in? And I'm like, I definitely want to be lazy and keep it in. Like, I don't even think I could sit on the toilet right now. Like, it was like literally probably like 3 hours after I got out of surgery. So that happened. The next day, another consultation person comes in, not mine. Now, then I get a text message saying, hey, the doctor has requested you to do another blood test. You will have to go and pay for that before you leave the hospital. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You're not going to pay for the blood test? Like, I've just paid all this money, blah, blah. And they're like, no, they requested this, blah, blah, all this kind of stuff. So as
it should be part of it.
It should be part of it. As we were leaving, they would not let me leave the hospital without, they took me down to go and pay for it before I left the hospital. Can I just remind you, this is literally, I'm getting discharged from the hospital less than 24 hours later. Yeah. Less than. I'm walking out like
and every single person was different that took us. The guy that took us to pay, each person that picked us up, every person that brung us in, it was always someone different.
Always someone different. So I didn't have any rapport with anyone. I did not feel safe. I'm walking out with 4 blood bombs. I can hardly walk.
Everyone's looking at you.
I'm extremely weak. I'm so weak. My partner is like helping me. We get into the van and the driving is so horrific.
Slamming on the brakes,
there's like no care whatsoever. That
hitting bumps.
That there's a human being in here that's just had major surgery. Yeah. There's no care in the world for that. Then, just when you thought it couldn't get any fucking worse, we get to our hotel room. These beds are so high that if I did not have Bo and my kids with me, so Noah was amazing. He was fantastic at helping me. I wouldn't be able to get into that room, into that bed. No nurse comes to your room. No customer service support person comes to your room. No one. You're on your own. Bang, you've had major surgery.
24 hours before.
24 hours later, you are out. You're in your hotel room that you could not get onto your own bed because it's so high.
With bags.
And no one helps you. Nothing. It is the most crazy experience.
It's just like, see you later, defend for yourself.
Literally, see you later. So then I'm sending a message saying, when do I see the nurse? They said the nurse will contact you. I said, what do you fucking mean? Like, it's been 4 hours. I've had no pain relief. Just to mention, I didn't end up having any more pain relief because I didn't want to, but I wanted to know, like, who's looking after me? What do I do next? I was consistently messaging them saying, what's going on? Where am I seeing the nurse? Then after about 3 hours, then the nurse was like, oh, you can come down now. I'm like, okay, where the fuck is the nurse?
You'd expect the nurse, after you just had surgery less than 24 hours, to come to your room to see you, right?
Come to your room or have your customer support person take you down. None of that. So then, this is where I just thought it couldn't get any worse.
Again.
You had to walk 10 minutes through reception hotel and through the lobby. Now, this is at the Hilton?
The Doubletree Hilton.
Yeah, so the Hilton, right? So this is at the Hilton. I can only imagine what this would be like for, like, the family that paid a lot of money to stay at this hotel to see all these deformed, weird, fucking blood bomb people walking through the lobby.
So just for people who don't understand what a blood bomb is, they look like these grenades. They're like 4 grenades, and then the tubes go into Kirsty's body, and it drains all the blood out of her. She had 2 when she had her boobs done. This time she had 4, and she's holding on to them, and they're full of blood. So the lines are full of blood. The bombs, they're probably like the size of an apple, maybe a bit bigger.
Bigger than that.
Bigger than an apple, 2 apples maybe. Yeah. And then they just fill up with blood.
Yeah.
And you're carrying around like 4.
And you're in your suit. And you're just holding onto these blood bombs.
Your vagina and your asshole's out.
Yeah, everything. Like, you're completely exposed here. The lobby is on the right. Then we have to walk through down this corridor, and there is stools everywhere. And I'm talking about, like,
ballroom, and
it's a ballroom full of shops. So
it was like a function.
Hundreds of people there. And so I'm walking through like this with my hands like to my side
and pushing women.
Protecting me so that no one bangs me. So I'm walking 10 minutes.
I hit a few ladies with my water bottle.
I'm walking 10 minutes with my blood bombs in my hand, looking like fucking Frankenstein, and going through all of these places with, like, hardly any energy, bent over, to then go into another alleyway type thing to, like, a dungeon. Where
it's like
it's definitely like a dungeon. It's
concrete
a storage
floors,
room. It's like a storage room.
Back alleyway.
Now with a bed. So I had not a nice bed, just like a fucking bed.
Massage table. Pretty much.
Very thin massage table. And then it's
like a storeroom. That's how you can explain it.
I said it. Storeroom. I already said that.
Oh, okay.
So like a storeroom. And so anyway, going there, the nurses were lovely. Again, didn't speak much English, but they spoke a little bit more, and I did like the nurses.
Relax, baby.
Relax, baby. Oh, baby, I'm sorry, baby. I mean, if I hear that fucking sound anymore, I swear to God. And let me tell you, when she was saying that to me, oh, I'm so sorry, baby. She's literally fucking cutting me open, my drill, my little holes. So, again, I have no idea. I get a text message saying, now that your surgery is over, we recommend you get these 5 massages to go down and see the nurse, blah, blah. This will cost you X amount of money.
And you had to pay for the massages
and the garments. I had to pay for 5 extra massages, and I had to pay for the garments, which again I would think would be part of the recovery process and part of your package.
But nothing was told.
Nothing was told. No one said, hey, expect these costs afterwards, blah, blah. There was none of that information. Yeah. I got that text message before I went to the nurse. Then I went to the nurse, and oh my God, guys. I've never had lipo before. I did so much research and nobody told me about this. So literally what they do, when the drains were out, they would re-cut open
the holes.
The
incisions.
The incisions with a like a little knife.
Stanley blade.
Like a Stanley blade. Oh my God, I can still fucking feel it now. This is by far, guys, I've had 3 kids, no pain relief. this trumps that shit 1,000 times over. My breasts did not hurt whatsoever. Everyone told me that this was going to be the worst pain ever. Lipo and the drains were the worst pain of my entire life. Like, it was excruciating.
What did they remove from you? Can we just tell everyone how much litres of fat?
So 8.5 litres of fat that they removed from me from lipo.
Okay, that's a lot.
And so they say 10% of your body. So yeah, I was 85 kilo. So they so they're doing these massages, and the fluid is just fluid and blood, and this the water stuff that they've pumped yourself in with the lipo. They're pushing it through these drain holes.
Massaging it into the hole.
Massaging it to the holes. My back one was like a fountain. A fountain of just spraying out fluid.
So one thing I want to say is when Noah seen you with the blood bombs, he got really lightheaded and faint. He doesn't like that sort of stuff. I'm pretty good. Like, you can show me dog shit, vomit, blood, gory stuff. Doesn't really bother me. When she cut your back incision open with a knife, and she massaged down your back, and the blood squirted like a fountain across the room, and your legs were just dripping with blood and fluid as she was massaging to all the holes, and then they pulled the tubes out. The tubes were in you about 30 centimetres, like these plastic thick tubes. And that was one time in my life where, like, I clenched my teeth so hard I thought I was gonna fucking vomit, man. And I was like, same time I was holding your hand because I felt so sorry for you, and I'm like talking you through it and telling you to breathe. And a lot of the time you're like, shut the fuck up, I don't want to breathe, don't tell me to breathe. But this is one time where you're like, that actually really helped.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I didn't say any of that through this whole process. When you were telling me to breathe and calm, you were the only thing that was getting me through that meditated state.
Yeah.
It was the breath work. It was the meditation that helped me through that. Like, I literally kept trying to take myself somewhere else because it was so excruciating painful. But then when it came to clean up, they were cleaning me up with a lavender fucking wipe. A baby bum lavender wipe. And I said, where's the antiseptic?
Yeah, for infection.
Where's the, I don't want to get an infection, bacteria.
Clean.
And I said, no, it's fine. Like, you don't need this. I'm like, you absolutely need antiseptic.
Until everything's healed.
Everything's healed. Like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, it was just like, and then they'll just do you back up. Baby, I've got oil and stuff all over me from the massage. Like, I've got incisions underneath here from my boobs.
Yeah.
Like, there was no, like, deep cleaning of that kind of stuff. And so I made Bro go down and get Benadine and stuff and did my own cleaning because I just didn't trust them.
She didn't make me. I happily went there.
Yeah. I
was like, yeah, all good.
I didn't trust them whatsoever. And that whole experience was absolutely horrible. When my kids came in after I had surgery. They were so beautiful. Like, I'm so blessed for Harvey and Noah and Carson, but Harvey and Noah obviously in Turkey with me. And I know it was very confronting for them, and I had to say, like, Noah, are you okay? And he's like, he
had to sit outside.
I don't like seeing you like this. This is just too hard to see you like this.
It's hard to see your mum like that.
Yeah, and then he went outside, and he was just like,
I've seen you in the most worst fucking thing. And I had to wipe your ass.
Yeah, and we have such a good relationship. Like, he had to wipe my ass. He had to
cleaned me
showered me
from vomit and shit before.
Fucking have I what?
That's from drinking, though.
Yep, that's exactly right.
But can I just say as well, like, if you didn't have me there, who was going to wipe your ass for you?
That's exactly right.
Who's going to help you get on and off the toilet?
Yep.
Do they ring you and say, hey, are you getting to the toilet okay? Or like, I'm not a nurse. Yes, they knew I was there with you, but that's still no excuse to say, like, hey, can one of the nurses help you with anything? There was no support.
There was absolutely no support. It was constantly me
in Thailand, you had like 6 nurses. Mm-hmm. And they helped you get, if you wanted, they helped get food.
I had 5 doctors and nurses all up, and they were just absolutely fantastic. They were
fucking amazing.
Just amazing experience in Thailand. And I suppose I was sort of picturing it for that.
They kept you in hospital longer, and they checked on you so many times. You need anything? You want to go toilet? They brought you food. They brought you ice packs, warm packs, whatever you fucking needed. Whatever. They were amazing in Thailand.
And I also had 5 days in hospital, and then I had 12 days in the hotel. I think it was all up.
Yeah, like a lot. And even in the hotel, they came up to the room, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, my person came to my room, and the nurses came to my room and checked on me.
Even 2 came up, and we've seen the same nurses all the time.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. And so So
that was, just to give a shout out, that was Cosmetic Tours.
Yeah, Cosmetic
and
Tours.
that was at the Chinatown Hospital in Bangkok.
Yeah,
just for people who want to know.
They were absolutely fantastic, and I should have gone back to Thailand. I actually went to Turkey because I was seeing so much amazing results from Turkey, but also Turkey was close for us. So being in Dubai, so that's why I went there. Now it doesn't
Thailand
stop
would have
there.
worked. I was already there.
So then I'm messaging, saying, okay, cool. When is my surgeon? Now, I got a package, and the package said that I was staying in the hotel for 5 days, which was, I guess, to the 15th.
Post-surgery.
Post-surgery. All right? So this was the package that I was given, 1 day in hospital, blah, blah. They obviously want to get you out of hospital as fast as possible because it obviously costs them money. So then I'm messaging them saying, okay, when am I seeing the surgeon? Because I got to do my checkup and stuff like that. I'm messaging them, not forthcoming, hey, I've booked you in for this surgery. They said, it was Friday, such and such. I said, well, it's not Friday because I leave on Wednesday on the day that you told me that my hotel was up. And they said, you said that you could stay. Well, I said, yeah, I could stay if there was ever any complications, but I hate Turkey so much, I want the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was not a nice feeling.
I did not like it at all. I did not like anything about it.
I don't want to bag all of Turkey because we didn't really travel around.
Well,
I don't know why people go to Istanbul.
But this is my experience.
Yeah.
Okay? My experience is that I didn't like Turkey from where I went, okay? And I know there's other places. I did not like it. There was the 2 places we went to eat. Fantastic. That was
the food.
That was amazing over there.
These guys know how to eat desserts,
fantastic.
man.
Oh my god, that was great. But in regards to Turkey, my experience, I did not like it, and I would probably never ever go back there unless someone was telling me something amazing. But anyway, so they said to me, okay, let me talk to your surgeon, blah blah. Then they were able to. They said, he's booked up. He's not going to get you in. I said, well, that's unacceptable. Of course he's getting me in. I said, why would you not have my surgeon be booked in a few days after my surgery because you know that you have paid for my accommodation to the 15th, which was the Wednesday.
Also, the numerous people from the company and the nurses knew that you were flying out on that date.
They booked it. They booked my accommodation and everything.
They said it was okay to fly.
All of this kind of stuff. So then they ended up squeezing me in. Of course they did. I went in there and I had to talk to my surgeon. I said, look, he said to me, I don't understand why you are flying tomorrow. You shouldn't be approved to fly. I said, what do you mean? I brought a package with you guys. Because he said, when you do multiple surgeries, you should be staying here for at least, I think it was 10 days. I said, I brought the package with you guys. You guys sold me the package. That was the package you guys sold me. I said, I'm the client. I don't fucking know how long I'm meant to be after surgery and not fly and kind of stuff. I don't know anything.
And even if you did have to stay, they should be staying under their care in the hotel. You shouldn't have to just go and get your own accommodation.
1,000%.
It should be communicated, hey, we're going to pay up until
No, it should be part of the package.
But that's what I mean. Not even that was done.
No, none of that was done. So anyway, I gave him back the feedback. I said, I'll be honest with you. Fantastic. You, as the surgeon, I feel blessed. I'm extremely happy with my results.
Yeah.
They are fantastic. You are an amazing person. I love everything about you.
And the healing's been good too.
This experience has been the worst experience of my life, and that's the honest truth. I would never ever come back to Turkey to do surgery. I've never felt so scared and alone in my whole life. I feel like your practices in Turkey is so unethical. To be wiping someone with a lavender wipe and not antiseptic is just fucking out of this world. In a storeroom, making your clients walk through lobbies and going through a whole lot of shops and all kind of stuff is just, it's unethical. It's not right. It's unhumane. And to be kicked out a day after having surgery out of hospital is just crazy. It's so wild for such a big operation. So then I had that conversation with him, and then he said, "Look, I apologize." He was amazing. He's like, "I'll pass that on." Blah blah blah.
I think he didn't have any idea.
He had no idea. He's a surgeon. He just was the surgeon person, so he doesn't know all the ins and outs of that kind of stuff. And so anyway, he looked at my results, and he couldn't believe how well I'd healed.
And how you were walking around.
He couldn't believe it.
And what did you say to him?
Meditation and breathwork. It was all mindset.
Yeah, mindset.
It was all mindset.
You told yourself.
It was meditation. It was breathwork. I told myself. I had every single person. There wasn't one person that said to me, "Hey, you're going to be fine after doing your explant." Blah blah. Every single person told me it was the worst pain of their life. Blah blah blah. I felt nothing. This year, totally fine. The breasts have not affected me whatsoever. If I just got that done, I would have been running the next fucking day. Although I did pop some stitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And
using your right arm too much.
Use my right arm too much and not doing, and also
I really think it was from getting up.
I think it was from actually getting up and putting the pressure on there, but also like I was itchy under here and I would like go like this and it got an infection, and so that's on me. That's nothing on the surgery.
But besides that, the healing and the results?
The healing was amazing. The 360 lipo, all I can explain, if you haven't done 360 lipo before, it felt like there's boards around me.
Hardness.
Hard boards inside of me that it feels like wood inside of me. And the other day I said to Bo, can you feel that? And he's like, holy shit, that's rock hard. I thought that I could only feel that to the outside world, like it would be soft for them, but he was like, no, I can feel that hardness. Hard. But yeah, so that was my experience with
and we're continuing
Turkey.
your massages, and we've brought a new. We're fully educated on fahas now. So
there was another thing. After surgery, she said to me, you'll need another faha. I'm like, okay, cool. She got me the same size faha, which is like just crazy. So then I went to New York, and I've learned all this information from my friends. Shout out to Danny Alexis. She was the one who sent me all through the things. She's like the most elite when it comes to anything like this. In fact, she's the reason why I got boobs in the first place, because she was the one who said to me, like, hey, out of all your goals and stuff on my wall, I had a vision board. You've accomplished all of them apart from the one thing that was for you. So I actually took Danny's tits to my surgeon. I said, I want boobs like this. So that's actually like quite a funny thing. So I went to Danny. I said, what do I need? She said, you need these ones. You'll probably go down like, X amount of sizes. You probably have 2 or 3 of these through your whole journey. So I went to a lady in New York who was boss as fuck. Like, she was cool. And she was like, okay, cool. I went from an extra large to an extra small. Holy shit balls. Like, I couldn't believe it. It was just like, she said to me, in a couple of days, you'll just keep going down and you'll be like, knitting another one soon.
This thing is like a suit, and it shapes you, and it also helps with the fluid of the surgery. But people can even wear fahas that aren't in hadn't had surgery to help shape them, to put clothes over, but also it actually shapes the body over time.
Yeah, so it molds them and shapes the body, which it's been really awesome to watch it like change and stuff. And I'm obviously traveling. I've made sure that I've done lymphatic massages. So I did one in New York. I did one in London. I did one in Austin. I'm gonna be doing another one before I leave, and I'll do one in Miami. So
when she put that faha on, she had like one foot on you, and she was squeezing you in like this, and Kirsty's like, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to go on. And it has like millions of these metal clips with hooks all the way up the stomach.
Yeah.
And now I've had to do these. My hands are so sore. I'm like pulling as hard as I can. I actually broke a few on your last one because I'm pulling so hard and I'm stretching this material around. I'm like, how's this material not breaking? You're sucking in as much as you can trying to help. And I'm like, just getting these clips on.
Shout out to all the men that put the fahas on the women, because there's
no way you could do that by yourself.
No.
There's no way I was struggling. I got strong hands. I got strong arms. And this woman was like, she was just really, but it was all technique. You got to stretch it and then bring it around, and then you got to get the hook on. I was getting the hook just on, and then it was like snapping the hooks off.
So he wasn't getting it in the
But anyway, this latest faha you've got, it's like gold and black with gold hooks and
and it was way nicer, way better.
Yeah, so it was a medium, and it has the circle things for the arse.
Yeah, so it has a medium for the arse and small for the waist, and it's way better.
Each cheek goes in this circle, and it looks like you've had a BBL done.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome. I really love it.
And it shapes you as well.
That's exactly right. So that's my experience on Turkey, guys.
Can we have one positive? You still have 2 kidneys. So I've been told by...
Well, we don't know that.
Well, there's not a big enough incision from the tape.
But you know what? Someone just came to me. Okay, let's just talk about that for a second, because it was only about 3 days ago. I got a text message. I'm going to put the text message on here, saying that her girlfriend's girlfriend went to Turkey and it was complaining of back pain, went and got a thing done, and there was a kidney missing. Now, she just only got breast implants. God knows how that is possible, because wouldn't you have a massive incision of where the kidney came out, or can they somehow come through your breast and pull out a fucking kidney while they're there? I don't know.
Through the scarring?
I mean, yeah, I'm no surgeon, so I don't know. But
do you feel anything weird in your back?
I mean, I do. I did have back issues and stuff like that. I did have a sore back.
You've got a kidney. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, God.
At least pay us for it, eh?
Yeah, I know. Fucking rude. Boy, we're sitting here joking, and the next minute Kirsty fucking carks
I don't think he would take a kidney, eh?
I don't
How much is it worth?
I don't know.
Google it. What's a kidney worth?
Yeah, I don't know.
What, a few $100,000 or like 50?
I don't know. Maybe it's just like, hey, create a beer or something.
Create a beer. Well, anyway, yeah, look, the reason for this podcast is just to be open and honest, but also
I just wanted to share my experience.
I also don't want people to get put off cosmetic and plastic surgery, because there's some really good work out there, and there's some really good stuff. You know, they're doing a lot of hair transplants in Turkey and stuff as well, and I looked at it, getting, you know, that done too. So, you know, Kirsty said this is her last surgery she'll ever do, so she's going to work her ass off in the gym and...
That's it. But, like, you know, at the end of the day, guys, this is just my opinion. It was only my experience. And like I said, I had a fantastic experience in Thailand. And I feel...
And that might be someone else's bad experience.
I feel so blessed that I had my family. And I had 2 beautiful kids. And Noah and Harvey, like, he ended up sleeping with Harvey in the one room. And I slept with Noah. And Noah, I'd wake up and be like, Noah, I need to go to the toilet. He's like, okay. And he would, like, move my legs around, pick me up, help me go to the toilet. I'm so blessed that I have such incredible kids. Harvey was so beautiful. He was like, Mom, are you okay? Is there anything I can do for you? Then he would, like, go out of the room and he was like, just wait there. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm just going with Dad. And it was just like, it was so beautiful, and in those moments I'm just so blessed for what we do have and the foundation we have, and because not many people, even with having your partner or your kids, aren't as attentive as what my family is. So I'm very blessed for that. And you know, at the end of the day, guys, it was just my experience. I know there's lots of people who've had fantastic experiences. I've got friends over there at the moment who are they're in different hospitals and they're having a really good time. So that was just my experience and how I went through. I did not personally feel safe. I didn't feel looked after, and I'm not a princess. I'm not nothing like that. I'm very easy. I don't usually complain at all. I'm pretty good, but to be in such a vulnerable state and having 0 to fucking zero care was absolutely horrible, and that was my experience. But thank you all for listening today, and you know, and if you've got any questions, you want to reach out to me regarding the surgery, anything that I got, the cost, the price, you know, anything else that you want to talk about, please reach out to me. I'm always happy to answer anything. So nothing's off limits for me. So yeah, please reach out and like and share this experience, and if there's anything that you want to come to me with, reach out.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much, and see you on the next one.
Big love.
Let's go.